I've spent the last 2 months, maybe 4, doing live videos, doing all kinds of different ways of expressing myself, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't. I have no idea. All I know is that God is telling me to keep it up and keep doing my job. And what's funny is that my dad said the same thing to me yesterday. He said, I don't know, God told me that my job is to paint, and so I'm painting. And, or 2 days ago. That's when he said that to me. I don't know what anyone's purpose is on this earth. I don't know what mine was. No, I know what mine's always been is to be a mother. And when I lost my children, I thought that I had failed in life, and I lost hope. And I lost hope before that by trying to kill myself, but I lost hope again in the concept of losing the one thing I was supposed to do that God tasked me with, which was being a mom. And I still mourn the loss of my children, even though they're alive. It feels like they're dead because I'm not allowed to see them because my ex-husband's an asshole. I'm not allowed to speak to them because my ex-husband's an asshole. And I'm not allowed to get updates on them because he has literally terrified my parents into not even mentioning their names. And if I ask, I am screamed at by one or both of my parents. I have, without asking, developed an underground railroad of women who will see them out in public and take pictures and send them to me. Or grab them off Facebook if they see them. How did that happen? How did enough women know without me ever telling them that this was going on? That I was being abused even though I wasn't living with Keith anymore. I've struggled with calling him an abuser because I didn't want to believe it. Some days I still don't believe it. But when you use humans as a weapon, you are a terrorist. But since you're not terrorizing countries or taking down World Trade Centers or any of that shit, you are a terrorist of me if you are one of the people who is involved with keeping my kids from me. So that means Sharon Sarrow, you are a terrorist. Keith Sarrow is a terrorist, but I'm not allowed to address him directly because he used the system to make sure that he is afraid of me. And here's the other thing I struggle with, is that nobody else knew, because I was the only one that was told, that my husband suffered a psychotic break because of the surgery that did not go the way that it was supposed to. Because of this, he is not himself. He has PTSD, which now I suffer from and understand. He's living in a world where I am a monster. I am a terrorist because I left him when he needed me. The problem is, I came out of mine. I come out, every time I go into a frenzy, it takes about a month. He's not in it anymore. And if he is, he needs major help. And I wish that somebody I know who loves me and Keith would listen to me and stop calling me a stupid whore. Because I'm not. If you heard my side of the story, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense than what he said. Because what he's saying doesn't make sense because it's not true, but it's his truth. That's why I cannot be anything but compassionate for him, because I'm a fucking nurse. I know that what he's suffering through is real to him, but it's not reality. That's like when my boyfriend said that I was cheating on him after we'd been broken up for 2 months, and it was because I moved on and found a new one. And he said, well, it felt like it to me. That doesn't make it real, douchebag. So you can't kill him. He threatened to kill my new guy. And my new guy was awesome. But ultimately, I want to reconcile with my husband. I did not marry him and say, till death do us part, without expecting that ending. So until he kills me, which is what he's doing or planning, if you know, and I'm going to share this with a few individuals, if you know what really happened between him, Mike, and the nigger who wouldn't kill the other dude, then you know why I'm afraid. And I don't appreciate your silence. Because to plot a murder and then be pissed that it didn't get carried out, that's a whole level of sick I really just don't